So my first experience driving a large pickup truck. It's a Chevrolet Duramax 3500 HD, and I don't really know how to drive this thing, so I need to figure out which is the wiper. Okay, I found it. I'll stop for a couple of seconds to give you my impressions of the first time, my first time driving this model. I drove a few pickup trucks before, and this is not a biased type of recording or opinion or impression. Why? Because I hate trucks. So let's say if I love a certain type of cars, then I will give you all the best. I will give you how excited I am about certain features. It's like, let's say if I'm into Persian girls or Persian or maybe into scientist girls or something, I would say, wow, she is like that, she thinks this way, she speaks that way, and I'll ignore to talk about the downside, because everything and everyone has some downside. Some people start amplifying those and build emotions around it, like some hate. That's the way we come up with racism. And other people amplify certain emotions and keep thinking of those and what makes us to get those emotions, and we talk, we glorify those things. Okay, so I'm not far from the customer, and I can give you some impressions here. So this is a huge truck, so I'm kind of concerned. Let me see. Okay, so it's not one of those that takes off really fast. So it has power, but it's like a monster. It takes some time to accelerate. And I don't know how those guys drive the big pickup trucks from the stop sign, because they seem to take off very fast, unless they have heavy foot and kill the engine. But I pressed the gas on this thing and it's huge. It's huge engine. I pressed the gas and it did not move really fast. I did not felt the acceleration on my seat, and it's huge. Even the mirrors are big, and I'm thinking, is someone behind me? Actually, my tail is like the truck I'm driving. I see myself because I did not adjust it. I did not adjust the mirrors. And to drive this one in small spaces is awkward. I hate it. It's not a truck I want to drive to work or. Okay, so I don't even know where the road goes. Yeah, so parking this thing, this monster, is not for the crowded city. This is for work. You can carry a lot of stuff in the back. So let me pull us on the side so you can kind of see what's this one about. And the video is not for the truck owners who already own this thing, because they know the truck and probably they love it, because that's the reason they bought it, to use it as a tool, most likely. But if someone wants to buy it as a toy, yeah, you can get a smaller car instead of carrying a big box. So the shift gear, the shift lever is like that. So like many pickup trucks, you have some indicator there. So you see, I put it in park. It's kind of a mechanical feel, like a mechanical lever. It takes some time, like some effort to change the gears. And of course, windshield wipers here, all the classic stuff, like a standard. I don't know if you have anything on the back. There is, this button is not active. Like some trucks have a button right here where now this is not active. Then you have this two-wheel, four-wheel, all those things, like a four-wheel high. You see, they put an arrow in case you are confused what it is. So two-wheel, four-wheel high, four-wheel low, and that shows you the transfer case and, you know, the differentials as a diagram, but doesn't light, or it doesn't do anything. So here you see it's lighting up, probably you have to drive, or maybe have it on, it says for four-wheel drive low, shift to neutral. Yeah, so see, that's important, because otherwise what you do, four-wheel drive shift in progress. So it has some sensors, so it looks like this one is electronically connected to the computer, to the transfer case and transmission computer. And so two-wheel drive, it's shifting down to two-wheel drive. Okay, so it's all computer. I think I heard something. Let's see. No, it's just the rain. I thought I could hear some vacuum and solenoids or something. Right, the lights, like a fog lights, some high beams. See, I can even see on that car when I change the lights. And big display, but it's not the biggest. I've seen pickup truck with huge display, like almost Tesla size, and I'm quite sure that this is touchscreen. Yeah, touchscreen and all those. So those are not topic of this video. Let me turn it off. Volume muted. Turn off. So I turn it off like that. I don't need the AC. So even the AC is electronically connected to the computer. It probably has its own a little computer, and it's no dual heating control. It's like a one general that gives you the heat for the passenger and for the driver. And seems that this one came with a some sort of a covers. I don't know if the customer installed these things. No, it's factory. So it's not leather. It's sort of a fake stuff. And of course it says side airbags, airbags. Here is at the bottom is no airbag. I took some covers apart to do some work here, and there is no airbag here. I don't think they have airbags in the door. Let me see. No airbags in the door. So I see the speakers on the door, but no airbags on that door. So no airbag on that side, no airbag here. So some cars have the airbag right here, some of those have right here at your head. And yeah, so only there, and probably this one on the steering wheel. Lots of gauges here to show you. You see the water temperature. In many other cars you see those things like it's electronic, but this one is with some gauges. It could be computer controlled, but still look like old steam gauges they call. RPM looks also nice, like so I have the brake on. Yeah, the engine sounds smooth. It's not stuttering. It doesn't do anything stupid. I like the charging gauge here, the battery charging gauge. And what else? The oil. Oh, you have oil pressure. That's a really neat feature to have to monitor a couple of things in your car. So let's see what else. So I have the car in park, because one thing I hate about this car, and it's important, I did some work in the car and my coworker left the key left it in there. After a while the door's locked, but I did work with the door open. Then I thought to open the other door, and I closed this one without looking that this is locked. And now I had the key inside the car and I could not access my tools and the key. So I had to go to the customer, which is a good thing that they are not too far. I went to the customer and luckily they had a second set of keys. So lucky me. That's my spray. So once I leave the car, I spray down everything I touch here with isopropyl alcohol. So in case you want to do some fuse work, this is a fuse panel, and it's not very ingenious, no, not very user friendly. I would say you have to pry and pull this one. It has a bunch of clips here, so hopefully you don't have to replace the fuse. And I'll open the window. Even I have another set of key in my pocket. The gas tank, let's see. Oh yeah, so oh, this is diesel, huh? I thought it's gasoline because it starts pretty good. So it's not locked. And suspension, you see the type of springs they have, in case you were wondering what type of. So regular pickup truck stuff. Oh, it's like I see the opening. It's like a. Oops. No, I thought it comes nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, it has some sort of a mechanism to slow it down, but doesn't work all the time. I think you have to load it. So once it's loaded, it comes down smooth. But once it's just halfway, it just falls like a rock. Okay, so I think while you close it, it loads up some sort of a spring or some mechanism. Yeah, so you see some shock absorbers. They're probably aftermarket or something. I don't know why they are yellow. Huge tailpipe, huge, because it's a huge engine. And this might be an option, the side steps, and lots of leg room at the back. Again, this is not to show you how nice this car is. So it says Allison transmission. Okay, yeah, it's a big monster truck. Let's see what's under the hood. Now, you think you can't, you try to find that little lever to open the hood, but it's right here. It's not too far. So if you dig deep, you won't find it, but it's right here. It's very easy to access, but you have to know the trick. So, right? Oh, that's a heavy hood. Oh, look at that huge engine. But the sound is nice. I like it. And the way they put the air intake here, it's not very smart, because you can dump lots of water in here while people wash the engine. Of course, they have some system to prevent the water to get into the air intake. So this air filter box somewhere, probably they have some area where they collect the debris. Yeah, so for those who are interested to see what's in the engine compartment, so that's it. What's this thing? I have no idea. It's sort of a cooling system. So this one collects the dust, you see? In case you didn't know what it is. But where the air comes, because it takes the air in through here, and unless this is the air flow, I have no idea. So it monitors the exhaust, you see, so circuits to monitor the exhaust, like some sensors and stuff. So that's under the hood. Like the sound. Diesel. And you see, because they have such a huge mirrors, see they put the signal here. So that's the way you see the truck from outside. Okay, so let's get back in to drive it away. Oh, you have to use the steps. We better use the steps because it really helps. So if you want to buy a truck like that, a big monster truck like this one, without side steps, that's a big mistake. I did work on some of those, and it's really hard to get in, especially if you are a smaller person. And also, after a while, this paint here, this all comes out, and you see scratches because people come in with the boots loaded with rocks, chips, and then starts to rust. And also on this one, I think they went under the water, they submerged under the water, because I found lots of water under here, mud and water. Yeah, so that's kind of what you see. Silverado Duramax 3500 HD, made by Chevrolet. I don't want to compare the brands, but it's not my thing to have such a huge machine. But those who want to carry huge loads and use this one as a tool and make good money with it, like contractors, construction people, mining people, this is the perfect tool for them. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye bye.